Out of all the jobs we do in the kitchen, there is one that I reckon everyone should be able to master. And no, it's not making cupcakes. It's how to cook a perfect steak. After all, you, me, everyone, we all love a great bit of beef. Oh, this, by the way, this is a bit of nature's fresh beef. Comes from Queensland. It's pasture raised, it's beautiful grass-fed beef, completely natural. So I'm already off to a good start. Now, what do we need to know about cooking a steak? Well, for starters, this is a pretty thick cut bit of beef, isn't it? That's a good thing. I tell you what, you're better off having one thick cut bit of beef between two people than one thin bit each, because thin bits tend to dry out. Next, do you season the steak? Yeah, you do. And it doesn't need to be with regular salt. You can use something aromatic. This here is celery salt. That works just as well, if not even better. Oh, and there's one other thing you can do to your steak that's a brilliant idea. It's called scuffing. I want you to grab your big knife and make some very fine cuts all over the surface of the beef. This increases the surface area for better caramelisation. A little bit of oil, and yes, you can use extra virgin, and then it's time to think about cooking. When it comes to cooking your beef, probably the biggest mistake people make is also the biggest myth. I'm sure you've heard it, the idea that you turn steak only once. No, that's actually completely wrong. What you want to do is to get your grill really nice and hot, and you're going to put your steak on there. So you want to keep turning the steak and turning it and turning it and turning it, because it actually reduces the cooking time. You see, it works like this. Beef tends to lose its heat really quickly. The more you turn it, the higher the internal temperature will remain. And that means a faster cook. And the shorter the cooking time, which is what you get from that, the less juiciness it's going to lose. So, a faster cook with more turning equals a more succulent bit of steak. As for what to serve it with, let's go pub style. I've got here some steamed potatoes. We'll shallow fry those in vegetable oil just until they're crunchy. There's your rustic chips. And while the grill's still hot, chuck on some steamed broccolini. All in all, it's a perfect meal, ideal for a family dinner to make the midweek that much better. Oh, it wouldn't have been possible without some beautiful Nature's Fresh.